The combo works very, very well because it provides you with everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex, and in today's video, the first one in the new Pain Cave studio, we have a very exciting shoe from Asics. I'm wearing an Asics hoodie, but Asics is not sponsoring this video or reviewing it before it releasing. It's the review of the Asics Superblast, I should say, the long due review of the Asics Superblast, a shoe on which I have more than 150 kilometers, which is really a lot for me. But for some different reasons, I'm enjoying some parts of the shoe, and I'm also using it for some specific reasons, which I'm gonna go into. Before going into the specs, this shoe was sent to us by Top4Running. You can use code META on Top4Running, META. This gives you a small discount, and it helps the channel, so thanks a lot for using this code on Top4Running, and thanks to them for sending the shoe. Looking at the specs, the most important here is the 45.5 millimeters of stack height in the heel, 8 millimeters drop for that 37.5 in the forefoot. That's a illegal shoe for racing, at least for the elite, as per the World Athletics regulation. It's also what makes the shoe so special. In terms of weight, we're looking at 255 grams, if I remember well, in my size US 11. If it's wrong, you're gonna have some text here on the screen, but it's really lightweight for the amount of stack height, and this is what differentiates this shoe from other illegal races above 40 millimeters in the heel. Prime X 288, Supercomp trainer from New Balance 320 grams, so really a big difference here. And that stack height here is really making the whole thing of the shoe, and you don't have the weight, so good job here, Asics. This is mainly due to the upper, and let's go directly into the upper here. The upper is absolutely, very lightweight, very breathable, not structured at all. So if you don't like unstructured upper here, it's really not structured at all. You get a very nice stout heel counter for those of you liking this. But I need to say right off the bat, this shoe doesn't fit true to size. This is a shoe on which I would recommend you to go half a size down. As you can see here, I have my marathon knots, runner's knots already laced on this shoe. This is because if I don't have these knots here, I have some heel slippage, heel movement, and it's not very enjoyable. So I needed this in order to have a better lockdown. It's not ideal in my true to size. I would love to test this shoe again later on this year in a 10.5 US, which would be half down for me, and I would recommend you to go half down. There's plenty of space in the forefoot due to the unstructured upper, so don't worry, you can go half down for sure. Other than that, the upper gets a good score, again, thanks to that very lightweight upper material. And if you like the one on the Metaspeed Sky V1, this is pretty much what you get. Midsole, and this is where it gets super interesting with that 45.5 millimeters of stack height, dual layer FFTurbo like on the Metaspeed line here on top. And underneath you get some FFBlast Plus like on the Nimbus 25, on the Nova Blast V3 right here. Getting some bounciness and some, that PBA based material under your foot. Very pleasant, very responsive, and very energetic. You get a ton of energy return thanks to that, and some softness thanks to the FFBlast Plus. The combo works well. It's not as soft as I expected, so if you're expecting a Prime X Supercomp trainer type of shoe, it's not the case here. The combo works very well because it provides you with exactly what this shoe is designed for, meaning long miles, long training sessions, and recovery at easier paces when you need some more material on the foot. And the combo here offers you exactly that. It's not pushing you too much at higher paces. It's not too cushioned, too mushy. It's the right amount of foams, softness, and energy return here on the shoe. So good job, Asics, for coming up with this combo. I would say though that because it feels a bit firmer than expected, it doesn't work super well at some paces for me, and it really shines for me at those endurance, longer runs. For anything too fast, it's too clunky, I would say, especially that higher heel stack height is too clunky for me, and I prefer to have something a bit more nimble for faster paces. And for recovery paces, I enjoy it, but that's also because of my forefoot injury. If you haven't seen that, go check episode 1 of the Tokyo series here, upper right hand corner. I like it because of that, but I, in general, would prefer something a bit softer for my recovery paces than this shoe offers. Outsole and durability, very high durability here. It's not the grippiest outsole, but AHAR outsole from Asics is not one of those very grippy outsoles on the market, but the durability will be very good. The coverage is perfect where you need it. You grab a ton of stones here in these holes, but that's how it is. You can see I have something here still caught in the holes. But durability will be very good, and that's also because the midsole will not compress too much. Last point, and this is one drawback as well, price point 220 euros, $120. That's a bit too much, to be honest, for this shoe. I would rather see it around 190 to 200 euros. But here it's a bit too high. The reason Asics went there is probably also for a matter of how it fits in their lineup. But I would prefer to see it a bit lower. But this is how it is. This is it for today. This is it for this review. First one in the new cave, new studio. Let us know in the comments how you enjoy the new setup. It will improve a bit over time, but this is what we will see on the channel for the most foreseeable future. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your ride, and go beyond your limits. I'll see you in the next one.